Hi guys, my name is Isabel and I'm a makeup artist based in New York City. I'm here at Wander Beauty today and we're recreating this gorgeous purple 80s kind of eyeshadow. I was inspired by 80s music, especially Madonna Into the Groove. Just one day I was sitting at my desk and I was just like, get into the, and I was just like, ooh, I want to do like a watercolory, like metallic foiled purple pink shadow, and this is what I did. So if you guys want to see how I recreated this look, keep on watching. So these are the Baggage Claim Gold Eye Masks, and I love using them before I apply my eye makeup to really wake my eyes up. They're also my favorite too on days where I know I'm gonna have a long day or I'm super puffy. They just really help to smooth and soothe. Okay, so I like to kind of frame my eyebrows first before I start my makeup. So I'm just gonna brush up my eyebrows to see where I need most filling. I really love my eyebrows because they are a bit full. So what I kind of like to do is start at the bottom, kind of connecting all of the hairs to make more of a straight brow. When I fill in my eyebrows, I like to hold the pencil at the bottom because it'll ensure that you're applying the least pressure. I feel like sometimes we can be a bit heavy-handed, and it just really helps to control that if you would like to be less heavy-handed. Or you're not sure, you're just like, I really want my eyebrows to be really light and just lightly filled, because it's really just for shape. And I'm just gonna do the same on the other brow, and I am using the shade Taupe. So if you're not really sure what kind of shape to do, just go in the direction where the brow hairs grow to ensure the most organic kind of elevated feel to makeup. So it's been about 10 minutes and I'm gonna remove the Baggage Claim mask and I'm going to start my makeup. I feel like super fresh. It's like nice and cooling, so don't waste the product. Also, I like to like tap the product in to the skin. Next, I'm gonna be using the Smooth Sailing 360 Eye Primer. And this primer will help to ensure that the eye makeup stays put. So I'm just gonna apply it and then just buff it in with my fingers all the way up to the brow bone. So another great tip with this eye primer is that you can apply it underneath the eyes and it'll help keep the concealer nice and put. And do the same on the other side. And I like to use my fingers because I love to warm up product. And then I'm gonna apply it underneath the eyes again and just tap with my eyes. So this is the Wanderess Fling Palette, and it looks like this. It has really beautiful like lilac earth tone shades, and I'm gonna be creating that purpley pinky look. So first I'm gonna start by wetting my brush, just because I really wanna start with the most like metallic feel. So I'm gonna start with the shade Orchid, and I'm actually gonna use the blendy side so that I can kind of diffuse the shade all over the eye. Oh my god, it's gorgeous. This color is gonna be extremely beautiful too when it's wet, because you'll get to see like all the multi-dimensions of it, because it's like purpley and it's like iridescent. I don't know if you guys can see that, but under the lights it looks really pretty. So now I'm gonna use the flat side of the brush because I wanna get really close to the lower lash line. When you're applying eyeshadow, less is more, so you kind of wanna build small and then go big if you'd like. It's always best to go from light to dark than dark to light. Most people, I feel, have a really hard time when blending colors and knowing how to place it. So what I like to do, I like to look down into the mirror so you can kind of see the whole anatomy of your eye. And then I like to go underneath the crease and kind of blend the color that way. And then look straight into the mirror to see how far you've gone. And then if you can't see it, you go a little bit higher. If you think you've gone a little bit too high, you can always wipe it with a tissue or just use your fingers like so to kind of blend the color away. So I'm just gonna build right now. So I'm kind of gonna go a bit past my eyebrow. Kind of build a wing. And then I always like to go in here. I just feel like it gives like a really beautiful dramatic look to the eye makeup. So now I'm just going over to the other side and evening out the eye look. But remember, we still have like a base going on. So we just want to build shape and buff out shades so that it's nice and even. And then we can add our finishing touches to the end to really make this eye look pop. Just going on the bottom And now I'm gonna look straight into the mirror so that I am able to even out with the other side. And like I said, don't be afraid to use your fingers to kind of shape the eyeshadow, because in the end, we're just gonna use a little bit of concealer to kind of clean up and like refreshen the eyes. So now I'm going to just wet my brush and then dip into Orchid so that we can really play up the color and it's reflective and metallic and foil-like, especially on the eyes. I'm gonna do the same on the other side. And now I just want like a little bit of kind of like a halo-y effect for this eye makeup. So I'm gonna wet my brush again and I'm going to use the shade Blossom. So I want a little bit of pop, a little bit of dimension of a different color. So I'm just gonna pop that in the center and with my blending brush kind of marry the two edges together with the eyeshadow. So now we're gonna add an element of definition using the Slide Liner Gel in Nautical Navy. Just gonna twist it out. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of definition and I'm gonna go really, really close to the lash line. And what I like to do, instead of going in just lining straight away, I like to wiggle the tip of the pencil in between my lashes just to create a small sense of definition. And I'm gonna use the tip of the brush because I want to just lightly smudge it. I like to gently pull down so that I can get right into the waterline of the eye. And then just blink my eyes together so that it hits the top. Or sometimes what I'll do, I'll go on the inside like this, just rest the tip of the pencil at the top of the inner water lash line and just close my eyes and slide. So now I'm going to use the Mile High Club Mascara. And I love this mascara because it's super smooth, super buttery, and it just gives the right, perfect amount of volume and length. I like to go from root to tip. Oops. And if that happens, it's okay. Just let it dry. A Q-tip will fix everything. Because if we go in right now and try to remove it, it'll smudge. So now I'm just gonna go over to the other side. I also like to do a little bit on the bottom, and I like to rest really close to the lash line, wiggle and pull down. Wiggle and pull down. I'm gonna do the same on the other side. I love this product so much. I use it on myself and I use it on all my clients. This is the Dualist Concealer. And I love it because it has an illuminating liquid on the bottom and a matte concealer at the top. And I just love to use this sometimes even as foundation. But now we're going to just clean. So I'm gonna take a little bit of the concealer on the back of my hand and I'm gonna use the Nude Illusion brush to kind of just clean up the under eyes. Because when we have a smoky eye, complexion is super important. And it's gonna even the other side. Just do a little bit of concealer on the inside and then kind of work on the outside. I like to also see where I'm a little bit red and kind of go in those areas, like around the mouth, around the nose. So now that skin is perfected, we're going to add a little bit of glow because you gotta amp it up. It's a party look. So at night, we want a little bit of glow the lights can catch. Do the other side as well. And I'm just gonna blend it. Just melt it in with my fingertips. Okay. And then on the other side, we're gonna add Petal Pink to the apples of the cheeks. And then I also like to blend it with my fingers. So what I love about a multi-purpose item like this, that we have a little highlight and a little blush, is that you can always use blush on your lips. And I'm just gonna take a little bit with my finger, tap it on, so that we get a nice stain. So this is the final look. It's like a beautiful wing, sultry eye. If you guys want to follow me and see how I create more looks, my handle is @IsabelYRosado. And all the products that I use today are available at wanderbeauty.com. Thanks for watching.